Hello, St. Mark's members and friends. I'm really blessed today to be able to wish you a happy, blessed 2021. We have so much to be thankful for in the midst of the pandemic, in the midst of everything that's going on in our lives. We can really be thankful for Pastor Keith, for Pat, and the entire church staff, because they have done so much during these unusual times to keep our worship church going, give us an opportunity to all worship the Lord and be closer to Him. I was really excited to see the children's program the other day. That's absolutely the best I've ever seen. And those children are going to remember it the rest of their life. They too are blessed. Our devotion today, to start off the new year, I have selected Romans 8:28, which reads, "And we know that God causes all things to work for good and to work together for those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose." Paul wrote that, but they're not really his words. The scriptures are God-inspired and God-breathed. The Holy Spirit directed Paul in his writing. That's the way that he could have such wonderful godly wisdom as he surrendered to the Holy Spirit. Paul believed those words, and boy, nobody had such a rough life as Paul. He was struck blind on the road to Damascus, had to flee Damascus for his life, was stoned and left for dead. He was shipwrecked, bitten by a viper, had a thorn, some type of physical ailment that he had his entire life. And then finally, he was crucified by Rome. And Paul believed that all things work for those that follow the Lord. I've been blessed in my life, had very few bad things happen. Our son died in his 40s, was really tragic, however. And it was very difficult for me to see at the time, but later I realized that all things work for good, even his death. My health has been nearly perfect for 87 years. Had a little prostate problem, but nothing really major. And yet, when this stroke hit me, I wasn't prepared for it, didn't know how to handle it. But I'm still believing that the stroke will work for good to draw me closer to the Lord, to walk with the Lord, walk closer, take Him in by your hand, have Him be your best friend as you walk together. One of my favorite people of the Old Testament was Enoch. Enoch walked every day with God. And one day God said, "Enoch, how would you like to go home with me?" And Enoch says, "Yes, let's do it." And Enoch didn't die. He was just translated into heaven with God. I don't know what you're going through. The pandemic has been a shock for all of us. It's been emotionally hard not to go to worship service and see all of you. The first time for 71 years I haven't been teaching, and that really was painful. But yet we can find good that's going to happen because of the pandemic. Now, I don't know what you are experiencing. It may be something very, very bad, very serious. But I don't care how bad and how serious it is. All things will work for good for you because you love the Lord and you have been called by Him. Now, as we turn to next year, I challenge you to make it the best year of your entire life, walking with the Lord, being close to Him, giving your heart to Him, surrendering your will to Him, and being thankful that He is your best friend. Now be blessed. Have a great and wonderful 2021. And thanks for being a wonderful part of St. Mark's Methodist Church.